What's up, YouTube? This is vlog number 3, time on deck, 13:38. That's military time. You know what the routine is. Secret stuff, palpitations. Half scoop as always. Okay, I dread this shit every time. Like, it's just... When you get older, you understand you need like caffeine or some fucking stimulant to work out, but let's do it. Damn. That's crazy. Shit almost makes you fucking choke. Alright. So, once again, let me put my seatbelt on so I don't fucking fly through the window mid-video. Today, we're going to be working on, come on, fasten the fucking thing. Today, we're going to be working on arms. I'm going to get a little arm workout in. Obviously, you can see by the weather, it's, 60 degrees and cloudy, because when you live in Pittsburgh, you just have no sun. You just have permanent vitamin D deficiency. So, if you live around this area, you understand that, like, if you want to see the sunshine, you have to leave this state. But today we're going to do a little bit of arms, kind of see how everything goes. My shoulder's still, rotator cuff is still fucked up. And then I just want to finish the weekend off with arms and then pick back up with chest on Monday. Kind of get back into that, the flow of that, the split. But, it's been going good. Slowly packing the weight back on. The goal is to get to 220. That's my goal, I think, at 6'1", 220. That's like my ideal weight. Anything over that, like, I fucking get out of breath, like going up the stairs. So we're trying to stay somewhat healthy and be fucking jacked. So what I wanted to talk about today is one of the things that was just kind of been on my mind and shit because of everything I've been going through, is accountability. I recently went through some shit, relationship stuff, and just in general, I had someone in my life who was a very good person in my life, and was a successful person. And I think in today's society as a man, like, there's a lot of pressure on men these days. And I'm not just saying just men, women too, but like, definitely men, with the way things are going, all these podcasts and everything. Like, a man's expected to do everything, be a provider, be there emotionally, be there, financially, be there for everything. So, and I understand, you do have obligations as a man to provide and bring certain shit to the table. Like, that's, for sure, understandable. But from my own experience, like, accountability is something that I had to learn the hard way. And what I mean by that is, like, if you have someone good in your life that kind of pushes you to do certain things and to be the best version of yourself, don't take that shit for granted, bro. Like, we don't, sometimes, a lot of times, whether you're in a relationship, your friends, you are who you surround yourself by. And I'm not saying every one of your friends or everybody around you has to be, trying to become an entrepreneur or a successful business owner. But, especially the person you're with, you should be with someone that's going to bring out the best qualities within yourself. But, when you go your whole life and you don't have that, and then you finally do get somebody like that in your life, it takes some time to change and realize, man. And accountability is something I always thought I had because I was in the Marine Corps for years and I lived off accountability, but as I got out, I slowly started kind of slipping, man, and becoming complacent with a lot of things in life. And it's easy, man, because when you're an overthinker and you kind of see the world for what it is today, and it's very easy to start procrastinating and just like, how can I say, like, procrastinating, but like, just be like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll get it done, or just your motivation is not something that somebody can give you. Like, that shit has to come from within, and I'm not, being honest, like I wake up and I look at the negative in things a lot of times and not the positives. It's just how my brain has been wired, man. It's, all the shit you see on the news, all the shit on social media, it's a lot of negativity. So that shit can really seep in your mind, man, and fuck you up and just make you look at like the negatives in society, man. Because nowadays, man, it's hard as fuck to find any type of loyalty, honesty, whether it's like friendships with somebody that wants something out of you, or they're only talking to you because the benefit, or what they can. Everybody just wants to benefit from other people. It's very hard to find like genuine relationships anymore. Once again, whether it's dating or friendships. And a lot of times I think, it's not human beings' fault. I mean, it's in front of our faces every time we open up an app. There's a podcast saying, fuck bitches, get money. You shouldn't worry about a girl. You should focus on yourself, this and that. And you have the women's side of things where use a guy and take everything he has. And, it's just, there's no more genuine type of relationships anymore, man. It's always, to take from one another. And I think a lot of times, man, that like, we're not perfect, like as human beings, we're flawed, man. Like, I'm a flawed individual, like I'm far from a perfect person, but what this recent relationship taught me about myself is it taught me there's a lot of flaws that I had to work on as a man, and I had to kind of come to terms with, man, because I thought I was doing everything right. But until you're with somebody that holds you accountable, or you're around people that hold you accountable, it really starts like nitpicking the things that you need to work on as a person. And the problem with it is like, you work on those things for a day, stop, then do it another day and stop. But the consistency aspect of it, because you have to, rewire your way of thinking, or rewire your brain to kind of see that change. And there's three things that I was lacking on. Was stability, action, like doing what I say I'm gonna do, and just being truthful, man, not lying, like being truthful to yourself, and I think I was kind of seeking someone to kind of pull that out of me, because I know I have that within me, all those things within me, but sometimes you get lost on your own path, man. So, you're going to have days where you wake up and you're just not inspired, or not kind of motivated to do anything or work towards your goals. And when you're around a high functioning person that no matter what, they get up and do what they got to do, it kind of sheds light on a lot of your flaws as a person. So, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because, you want to be the best version of yourself. It's not always about just the basics of, get up, repeat, go to work, come home, go to bed, go to work. We live in a time now where like you need multiple streams of income to have any type of success, or you need to work towards whatever makes you happy, man. Like, the goal in life is to like finally, or do something that you enjoy doing, whether it's one of your hobbies or one of your passions, and getting paid for that hobby or passion. That's the true definition to me of success. Money comes and goes. It's not the most important thing in life. Yeah, it helps with issues. It helps with financial freedom and not worrying about stupid little shit. But in all aspects, happiness comes from within. So waking up and doing something that you love to do every day, that's going to bring you happiness. So unfortunately, like, I had to lose certain people in my life to kind of realize and put that fire under my ass to like, hey man, you can't just go day to day and say you're going to do these things and then not do them, because that's not showing your friends or someone that you're with that you have any type of drive or motivation. You know what I mean? And you can't rely on somebody to wake you up every day and fucking like, hey, you need to do this, this and that. You're an adult. You have to find that drive from within. So the biggest takeaway for me is just like, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have days where you don't want to do anything. You're going to have times where it doesn't feel right. But the main and most important thing of it all is that you just get up and do it, no matter what, and it's okay to have down days. It's okay to feel a certain type of way about shit, but you can't let that take you off your path, because once you start slipping, it's very easy to kind of go backwards and continue slipping. So, my objective is to just kind of bring out the consistency, do these videos, get everything going, and just hold myself accountable for once. Give something in my life 100%. All my life, I was very talented with music. I was very talented with certain things. Football, sports. I was super talented at these things, but never gave anything 100%. And, the biggest thing is not that you're letting down other people, but it's a letdown to yourself and the God-given ability and talents that you have. So, enough of the fucking depression talk, because I just had to get that shit off my chest, because, man, bro, life is a fucking roller coaster, man. And you got to grab that shit by the balls sometimes and fucking shake it up. So let's get into it. So what we're starting off with here is some barbell curls, 7 sets of 7. So we're kind of going off that FST 7. I can't even fucking speak. FST 7 sets of 7 with 30-second rest breaks in between. Really, I like to start off with something like this, kind of to get the blood flowing in the muscle, kind of loosen up that elbow joint, because after years of curling heavy presses, you kind of get that elbow pain. So this is kind of a good mix-up to kind of start getting the blood flowing in the joints. And, really, first couple sets, not going to failure. And then towards the end, those last 2 or 3 sets, I'll really try to kind of push everything to failure to get that blood in that muscle. But as you can see, look at my arms, man. Fucking veins like a fucking river. Dude, I just got a road map on my arms now. It's crazy, man. So I'm just looking around, observing everybody. Like, why are you staring at me, dude? I know I got 21-inch arms, but relax. But no, look, I'm looking at my clock. My heart's already at 140 beats per minute. But yeah, this is, I think this is my second to last set here. You can see I'm barely catching my breath, but I'm giving everything I got. So here we go, final set. I like to stop just before you get to the top on barbell curls, before that tension's lost. And I think next we're gonna move on to close grip bench press. Okay, now we're on to close grip bench press. For this, I just did 3 sets of 8 to 10. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy. But made sure to always go to failure on my last set. Kind of max out. As you can see, I don't know how to use a camera. It's just on cinematic because I'm an idiot. And it's blurring out. But I always like to do it on Smith machine. Just in case I can't get that last rep. I don't have a spotter. I can kind of go ahead and just hopefully find one of those notches to kind of set it on so I don't, drop it on my neck. Right here, I'm going to do a drop set on my last set. Just kind of take it down to 135 and, pump it out for the rest. And I like to do this always on these more compound exercises just for that burnout. Get that pump kind of before we move on to more isolation movements and, something that's a little bit more, muscle, mind-muscle connection shit. So here we go, your boy, boom, up, come on. I know you're struggling, get it, let's go. All right, then next we're gonna move on to incline hammer curls. Here, I did 3 sets of 8 to 12, slowly working my way up to the 40s. I don't like to go too heavy. What I've been noticing is kind of more working on form and not so much on, just slinging the weight around. But I really like the feeling of these. I feel like I get a good pump, especially in the brachialis portion of my bicep. Kind of give it that outside pop to the outside portion of the bicep.
And we just did 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps on this. So I think next we're going to go on to rope push downs here. And rope push downs, what I like to do on these, slow and controlled movements, not too much like jerk. Once again, I believe this is another one I did FST 7 on, where I just did 7 sets of 7 to 8 reps, kind of pumping that blood in the muscle, just to get that pump. What I realized is on these, going too heavy, your shoulders start getting involved, and everybody knows if you look at me, I'm shoulder dominant. I got to do everything to eliminate my goddamn shoulders. So I really work on form on these, the squeeze and the contraction, just to kind of get the best, out of this movement. And here we're on to just some preacher curls. I really like these. I'm putting my head down to kind of bring the bar up as far as possible to get that squeeze on the kind of top portion of the bicep. Once again, not going super heavy, more on the control and the contraction. Just really trying to get that squeeze. For some reason, my biceps just don't want to grow like my legs. I don't know. It's like my triceps, everything else grows, but the biceps, I really have to kind of lower the weight and do more of an isolation type movement to really kind of get that connection to them, because it seems like my front delts, once again, just want to be like, hey, I'm here. I want to do everything. So a little bit of preacher curl action, and then we're going to go on to, dumbbell incline. Right here, we're just doing some JM presses. They really work that bottom portion of the tricep. I feel a real good on that, like right towards my elbow. I like the slight incline, just because I feel like it keeps more of the tension on my tricep. Once again, not going too heavy. Really just trying to get the most out of the weight I have. Every last set on all my exercises is always the failure. Before that, I'll go a couple reps shy, just to kind of save my energy for that top set. Right here, just doing a couple close grip presses, kind of pump out the last bit of energy I have in the triceps, and then we're gonna move on. Here, do a little bit of version of dumbbell spider curls. I really like these for just kind of isolating the bicep, once again, taking out the front delt. I really get a good contraction on these. I like the feeling I get. For some reason, that incline laying on the bench like that kind of eliminates all my shoulder movement and really gets me a good contraction on here. As you can tell, I'm burnt the fuck out by this point. Next, I'm stretching out that shoulder, because my shoulder's obviously been aggravating me for the past couple weeks. Just really trying to do some band work at the end and getting it right. Here, a little flex. Your boy got a little pump, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So that's just gonna end the arms workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Gonna try to do more voiceovers like this to kind of drop a little bit more detail.